Hi, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? We're so happy you're here. So happy you're here. Tonight is Tuesday, April 14th, 2026. Our guest tonight is one of my favorite people. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. We have Nicholas Connell on of Titanic fame. And I'll tell you all about it as soon as he comes on. But this is really big. He had his Broadway opening this week, and we're going to celebrate it together. Leo, hit that promo.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am.
Welcome back. We're glad you're here. We have so many great things going on this week, and I just feel so lucky that I am amongst amazingly talented, creative, and wonderful people. So I'm gonna start the show with that. I want to shout out to Danielle Alexandria Alchemy. She has joined us. She usually is the first one in. And then Lori and John pop in. Lori and John already reached out to us. They're not going to be on tonight because they are at the Chris Artore show, which Lynn Porter's genius is musically directing tonight at Don't Tell Mama. So they're there. Sudi Ricaritas, our friend from LA. How's it going? Tuesday again already. I know this week flew by. I agree. Sudi, you're going to love our guest tonight. He is from Los Angeles, and he's amazingly talented and sweet. So there, whoa. May I just say that he's also my favorite. I don't care who knows it. You fight amongst yourselves. He's my favorite calendar boy person of all time. And we've had like 5 seasons. I mean, if that's not a sexy picture, he was Mr. January. I don't know what the hell is. If that doesn't make you want to get out of bed and have a cup of coffee, I don't know what does. That's all I'm going to say. Danielle Alexandria Alchemy. If you want to check out Danielle, let me finish the Danielle speech and then I'll talk about Tommy. So Danielle is our friend. She's a medium. She's a psychic. She talks to the other side. She's a past life regressionist. She does spirit animal reading. She does it all. And it's amazing. Please go to DanielleAlexandriaAlchemy.com. And she has many, many, many different services. I cannot say enough about Danielle. That firsthand. I love Danielle, and she's amazing. Also, Danielle works very closely with Lorna Luft, who has a residency at the Laurie Beechman Theater. And I believe her next show is April 27th. Is that correct? Am I right about that? Danielle, type that in. I know. So I am going to see, Lorna's going to be at the Laurie Beechman also on May 21st, Thursday, May 21st, which happens to be my birthday. So I'm going with Judy. I'm very excited about that. And Lorna's next show, the 25th. Thank you. Is that also a Tuesday? A Thursday, right? Is that a Thursday? Let me see. I have my calendar here somewhere. So I want to make sure the 25th is a Saturday. Yes, so April 25th, Saturday night, the Laurie Beechman Theater. Lorna Luft is there. Not only is she talented and incredible, she is one of the nicest people you can imagine. So go and do that. Will be a historic and wonderful show. Thank you, Leo. Yes, that is one of my recommendations for sure. Leo created that little Maria's recommendations for sure. Lorna Luft pick of the month, the 25th. Now, nobody pays me to say anything. Nobody sends me promo stuff so that I will promote it. I promote what I love and what I have enjoyed, read, listened to, things that I really, really appreciate. And I have got to give, we had this gentleman on our show a couple of months ago, but I read, well, he's a neighbor of mine. Jonathan Leibson was my neighbor from 1998 to 2006, when I lived on Houston and 6th, which was 10 blocks away from the World Trade Center. He was my favorite neighbor in that building. We used to stop and just chat for a long time. We just were yappy together, and I really always so much enjoyed him. We really liked talking to each other, and I always stayed in touch with him. And then I saw that he had written a book. He was on our show and told us all about the book. But I got to tell you, I finally read it. And here's the book. It's called Hello and Goodbye to All That, a memoir of a changing New York in the 21st century. This book, I swear to God, has now become my very favorite book about New York. I am a huge fan of Just Kids, which was the Patti Smith book. That was my number one favorite book about New York. But I got to tell you, this one knocked it to second place. Hello and Goodbye to All That, a memoir of a changing New York in the 21st century. If you have moved here from somewhere else, now, I think you really feel haunted if you were around for a lot of this stuff. But even if you just moved here and you want to know how different it was and how it's changed, this book is amazing. Also, it's on audiobook now as well. So I read it, but I also listened to the audio, and I think that the gentleman that read the book did an incredible job. Incredible job. So I can't say enough for Hello and Goodbye to All That, who happened to be my neighbor and friend. But even if he wasn't, I'd be giving this book a shout out. And it's now my favorite book about New York. So please go and get it. I just gave it to Jim Lazar, the owner of Brandy's, because he loves to read. So also, I'm a huge fan of audiobooks because I drive a lot. And so I love to listen to it. And also because I work crazy hours, sometimes when I try to sit down and read, I get sleepy. So it's better to listen to audiobooks for me. I just finished Crystal Hefner's, Hugh Hefner's last wife. I just finished her book. It's called Only Say Good Things. And I did not expect it to be what it was. It was, of course, talks about being in the mansion and being part of that world. But her take on it is so amazing and so not what I was expecting at all. I heard great things about it. I've never been like into that. My dad loved his Playboys, and I remember all my friends growing up. Everybody had Playboys, so I'm not opposed to the whole Playboy thing, and the mansion and all that stuff. Everybody's curious about that, but her take on it and what she went through is really, really, really interesting. So I think I'd recommend that as well. Only Say Good Things by Crystal Hefner on audiobook. And now I just started reading, which I know is going to be, just started listening to Rita Moreno's autobiography. Just amazing. So many great things. I am a huge fan of audiobooks, and those are my 3 recommendations for this season. So, and summer reading too. This is a great summer read. All of them are great summer reads. But I do certain books I really prefer in audio, like the Crystal Hefner book. You can hear her sadness in her voice. And I think that's a big part of it. So, okay, now, Leo, are you with us? I just want to move this fan because it's driving me crazy. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second.
Maria's biggest fan.
There you are.
Hello. I want to share something. Can
Yes,
I share
share
something?
whatever you like, honey.
As I've been going through scrolling with my latest condition, I've been finding some things that make us happy.
I love it. Oh, look at Leo's favorite content.
So this is good. This is a shout out for all my Italians. I thought this would be funny for you. So let's see what I found on my content. And it has to do with pasta.
Oh my God. Who doesn't love pasta?
What the fuck are you doing? Get out of my kitchen! Get the fuck out of my kitchen! I don't care. Fettuccine.
Sophia.
Exactly. What on earth?
Nothing.
No! No, Sophia, no!
Che fai? Che stai facendo? Oddio, spezzate gli spaghetti. Ho sentito tac e il mio cuore mi si è spezzato. Tu spezzasti gli spaghetti e mi spezzasti il cuore.
No!
Oh my
No!
God.
Non ti provare. No.
Hey!
Ehi, che
Che stai facendo?
Potete andare?
Eso no insulta! Falta de respeto eso!
No, a little bit more. Okay, che cazzo? Sara, ma tu sei pazza!
What?
It's from please.
No, Sara, no!
Oh. Okay, that's not for you guys.
Dr.
That was my
Oh,
Italian breaking a pasta.
you don't understand. I almost had a heart attack. That is so innate in us. What are you doing to that spaghetti? What on earth? Oh my God. I was like, did you see? I didn't know what the whole thing was going to be about. And I was like, what is it? What is she doing? I had a visceral reaction. And then if you understand Italian, it's even funnier because he says, ha spezzato spaghetti, ma ha spezzato lo coro. You broke the spaghetti, you broke my heart.
Breaking my heart. Yeah, that's
Oh my God, Rena would love that. Ma ha spezzato lo spaghetti, ma ha spezzato lo coro.
she's
Oh
not
my!
watching.
She will join us soon. A lot going on this weekend. I was in Massachusetts visiting my family. I haven't seen my family since
Merry
October.
Christmas.
Thank you. We were not able to get all our schedules together for Christmas. So finally, everybody was together and we celebrated Christmas the last few days in Massachusetts. It was wonderful. I got to see my sister, my nieces, and we had a great time. My sister, we got Chinese food. We had a great time. And then went over to Rena, stayed over, and Rena made a delicious shrimp dish over polenta. It was to die.
Ooh,
Oh, there's
there she
Rena.
is.
Hi, Rena Crignali-Berghi, my cousin from Massachusetts. I was just raving about your shrimp dish, Rena. It was to die for. To die
Rena,
for.
I have to send you. I don't know if you just missed our. Well, let me ask
You
Rena.
send it to
if I
Leo.
was cooking, if I was cooking in your kitchen and I took the pasta and I broke it in half, would I be
Spaghetti.
excommunicated?
Yes. Rena's already, she's like, oh my God, no. You got to send that to Rena, though. She will love it, especially the guy that says, she'll get it and she'll love it. Hi, Timothy McSween. Hi, honey. Hi from sunny Boston. Oh my God, Timothy is my pal. We went to see the Billy Joel concert. Tribute concert together. It was wonderful. Okay, we went to Orso first. It was like a whole
No,
thing.
we got cut off because we were talking about, and then we can segue into your favorite one. But we were talking about
Yes, thank you.
Mr.
So,
Guns.
we have a calendar. We have a calendar, the Nothing But the Apron calendar that we put out every year. And although I think this might be our last year. I don't know. So this is, well, they're all collector's items. But
They are.
they're all collector's items and they're all amazing. So who's our April guy of the month? Tommy McDowell. And Tommy is such an amazing singer. He works at Brandy's. He's an incredible singer. He's done lots and lots and lots of theater all over the country. And he's from Alabama. He's super, super talented. And may I just say, of all my coworkers anywhere in my life, he mesmerizes women. I have never seen anything like it. They literally can't get their eyes off of him. It's crazy. I have taken pictures of women looking at Tommy from behind the bar. I'm like, oh my God, she's like fixated. It's wonderful. So Tommy's a great guy. We love him. He's Mr. April. He's also Mr. January 2025's best friend. Um,
Oh, really?
yes, Kelvin's best friend. They are best buddies. So,
Who are you saying was your favorite?
well, I know people are going to get upset because I love all my calendar people. Otherwise, I
I
wouldn't
couldn't
ask them.
choose. I wouldn't be able to choose. No way.
It would be hard to choose, but I got to tell you, Nicholas Connell. There he is. Nicholas Connell is my very favorite calendar person of all time. January 2025. And now he's constantly working and doing amazing things. Now he has had his opening on Broadway, and I said, please, Nick, please, can you come on tonight? And he said yes, as tired as he must be. So, Leo, are we ready to zoom in? Oh my God, you got applause, Nick. Were you expecting
Thank you,
that?
Leo.
Oh my God. Nicholas, how are you, honey?
Hi, Maria. I love you so much. I'm fantastic.
I love you so much, and I mean that. I just think you're a wonderful human being. You have so much great energy. You never bring anything negative. I don't know what you're going through or feeling, but you bring your A game every time I've worked with you. And you are always joyful to be performing and to be part of this business. And that to me is the example of the way people should be, because it's hard enough to be in this business. If you don't feel the joy, you're kind of in the wrong line of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Honey Bunny, you have had quite a week. I saw you Saturday night because you were filling in at Brandy's as the musical director extraordinaire, and you just go, 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 go. Everybody loves you, high energy.
Oh my gosh.
And then the next day, Titanic, your show was opening on Broadway.
Oh my God. It was the best night of my life, Maria. It was fantastic.
Wow, honey. So tell us all about it. Tell us about the opening.
Okay, well, so I sang with you till 3 a.m. and then I woke up and got dressed and went to a fabulous dinner with all of my friends and family, friends from when I was a child.
Oh my
all
God.
flew out here to see the show. We had a fabulous dinner at Norma. And then we went to the premiere and I walked the blue carpet and did so many interviews, like so quick. I don't even know what I said. And then we went in and just having my father there with me holding my
I
hand,
love
watching
your
the show.
parents. I had the pleasure of meeting them on Saturday night. What lovely human beings.
Thank you. I mean, they had the best time at Brandy's, and
Did
they
they?
love all three of you. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
how nice. And they came in from they live in Texas now, right?
We live in Austin. Yeah, we are from California. I grew up in Las Vegas, and then my parents moved to Texas when I was in college.
Okay, great.
Which, by the way, I went to college in Boston. I was in Boston for 8 years, and I love Boston and Massachusetts.
I know. I have that written down. That's one of our big connections. You went to Berklee College of Music, right?
I did, yeah. And then I worked at the Boston Conservatory, and then I music directed in the South End at Speakeasy Stage Company for many years.
Wow.
And those were the first awards that I won in my career. As I did The Color Purple, I won Best Music Director, and In the Heights there as well.
Oh my God, I love both of those shows, both of his shows. So Nick, now you, I wrote this all down because how would I ever remember all of these things? So in Titanic, you're the co-author. You're the arranger, orchestrator, and music supervisor.
Yes, and backing programmer too. I didn't tell you that.
What does that? Wow.
The backing programmer is like if we have any type of samples that we trigger, or so the orchestra, which by the way, it's an 18-piece orchestra. We've always had a 4-piece band doing this show, and now it's an 18-piece orchestra. And so there are tracks that they play to in their in-ears that are, a metronome that makes sure the tempos are consistent every night. And then also some effects and like whooshes and stuff that I put in there to match the Celine Dion recordings that you wouldn't play that with a live instrument. So that's what the backing programming is, that kind of thing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
18 pieces. Holy moly. When I saw it off Broadway, you're right. It was 4 pieces, but the music was amazing. I didn't miss anything. I didn't feel like there was anything missing, but this must be like incredible.
I'm dying for everyone to see it. I think it's so fantastic. And it feels like a real Celine Dion concert because she is big on the musicians. You know, her Coliseum
Yeah.
tour. When you see the backstage video, there's so many musicians. There's a giant percussion room under the stage where she's performing above, and that percussion room has this girl running around playing gongs and shakers and triangles, and it's thrilling. And so now to have that type of orchestra on Broadway, it's crazy.
Wow. So Nick, first of all, tell everybody if they don't know what this is. Tell everybody exactly what this show is.
This is the story of Jack and Rose from the movie Titanic, but told by Celine Dion herself because she was their girlfriend. Oh my God, shall we go for it? And everyone at the start of the show is just like, Celine Dion, like, we love you so much, but you just sang the theme song to the movie. You weren't actually on the ship. And she goes, or was I? And tells her story of Jack and Rose.
Oh my God. I mean,
Ridiculous.
my girlfriend Judy, and Lauren Muffson came to see you a while back. And we came because we wanted to support our friend. And we were like, oh, it'll be fun. Nick, we were all blown away. And my girlfriend does not like everything. She just doesn't. She's like very, very selective. She was losing her mind. We laughed so hard. The music is amazing. The script is amazing. Everyone in it is incredible. If you're going to see one thing in New York, this is it, because it covers everything. You will laugh your ass off. You will be hugely entertained. There is not a dull second in this thing. It's like bam, 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 bam. And you can't even breathe. You're laughing so hard. I can't say enough about the show Titanic, and I saw it off Broadway. So Nick, what would you say is the biggest? Okay, the 18-piece orchestra. What else? How do you take it from something like that? And St. James is a big stage, right? So how do you do that?
I think, well, the start of this show, we did it in the basement of a Gristedes at a comedy club called Asylum. And so it always felt fantastic as a black box type of show. But I think because Celine Dion is like the greatest singer in the whole world, that it makes sense that you can take this to a big venue. So
absolutely,
I feel like as the show, and we wrote the show in 2017, as the show has gone further and further, the stage has gotten bigger and bigger. We went from that comedy club in Chelsea to a larger theater, the Darryl Roth in Union Square. And then from there, we opened in the West End at the Criterion Theater. So it's like we were adding 100 seats at a time. And by the way, at the Criterion, we won the Olivier Award for Best New Musical.
It's a big deal.
I can't believe it.
That's a really big deal.
It's a dream come true. And we wrote this piece for our friends. It was right after Trump was elected in 2016, and everybody seemed really down. And we just wanted to make something that made our friends laugh. That was the only goal of this piece.
Wow.
And so it was never supposed to be a big thing. But I think me and one other of my collaborators thought it could always be on a really big stage. And so after the West End, we went to Paris and did, I think it was like 1,000 seats. And so now to be in the St. James.
How was it received in Paris?
I think it was received really well. It was, it was pretty full. Ticket sales were good and press was really good.
I love that. I didn't realize that it was also in Paris. I just knew about the London. That's incredible.
But by the way, I poured myself a glass of wine. And
I love that.
This is whiskey.
Oh my God. Wow. Well, listen, enjoy. You earned it. You earned it. I know you like a little maker's mark.
I sure do.
But I will say something, Nick, because I work in a lot of clubs and I've worked for many years. You are always professional. You have your maker's mark at the end of the night.
Thank you.
And I respect that. So you go ahead, honey. You're off today. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. It's all about the audience experience, and I think if I'm having fun and they're having fun, it's good energy.
So Leah, you sent us a bunch of pictures. Do you want us to run through some of those pictures and you can talk about it maybe? Sure. Leo, do you have the pictures, honey, that we can run through? And then I want to tell all my friends that are coming to New York, you just have got like my cousins. I'm looking at a lot of my cousins are on. Okay, so these are your wonderful parents. Oh my God, They're so adorable.
And that's my high school boyfriend in the back there.
how cute is that? You guys remained friends,
Oh,
obviously.
he's one of my best friends. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Now, your dad is Greek, right?
So we're Greek and Hungarian. Yes.
Oh, okay. I was trying to remember what the other thing was. Okay, it's Greek and Hungarian. I
It's
love that.
sprinkled with other stuff on my mom's side, but I think Greek and Hungarian.
I
is-
love that. Okay, so this is dinner before the show. And what's happening here?
So those are me and my 3 co-authors in the New York Times. That's Ty Blue, the director. Connie Rassouli, he plays Jack, and Merlin Mendel, she plays Celine Dion. And all 4 of us have been able to do the Broadway production together.
Oh my God, that is and New York Times. Wow, and you got a great write up. And go ahead.
I mean, we have had so many amazing artists come see the show. That's Alanis Morissette at the Daryl Roth off Broadway. There's me and my collaborators again. So that was in New York when we self-produced the show for 3 years in Los Angeles. We did it at the Wallace and the Hayworth, and we said, wow, this is like, we sold out every single performance of it. And so we said, I think we have something. We need to take it to New York and put this in front of a New York audience to see if they think it's funny. And then it's actually funny if they laugh. And so this was us bringing the show to the Green Room 42.
Oh, I love that room. I love that room. I did a
Yeah.
show there last year. It's amazing, that room.
That's John Riddle. John Riddle plays Cal in Titanic. He's
So
freaking fantastic.
amazing.
And he and I have since, after collaborating on this off Broadway, he and I did a show called Blue Lady. It's all original arrangements of these fantastic songs that John picked. John has very impeccable taste in music, and we've since been doing it for a couple of years. We're going to release an album. We did it at Joe's Pub. We did it in P-Town.
Wow.
This man is amazing. Yeah.
Oh, how great, honey. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'm such a jerk. What's his name? He's from Mean Girls. He came to see the show.
Oh, I love this.
I'm
Well,
such a jerk.
we can come back to it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it and we'll look it up.
Oh, Nicole Parker. You know Nicole Parker from Mad TV?
Oh, yeah.
She used to do the Britney Spears impression. So I used to watch her on TV when I was a teenager, and she came in and played Celine Dion off Broadway at the Daryl Roth. And what's cool about Nicole, she's probably the best improviser in the whole world. And so during the improv section of the show, Nicole said to me in rehearsal, do you just want to like write a song every night in front of the audience? And I was like, yeah, like you're a legend and I would love to do that. I have improv comedy experience from Las Vegas. I was part of the troupe there for years. And so I got to play piano and just improv stuff. So I was ready to do that. And we wrote a song every night on stage in front of 400 people. And it was thrilling. It might've been the most thrilling experience for off Broadway for me.
So that's part of the show, that there's a show I remember that. It's mind blowing.
I would say the show is at least like 15% improv because sure, in the middle of the show, there's a big improv section. Celine says, because People Bryson was there on the ship with her to sing Beauty and the Beast. And she says, okay, so Bibo and I got so shit-faced that I don't really remember this next part. So I'm just going to make it up. Is that all right? And everyone applauds. And she makes up this story in the middle of the show. But also when things happen in the show with audience members where you can hear certain things or someone shouts something out, we just go with it and improv off of it. And even the musicians too will just start improvising at any moment. And it's so thrilling. The show is different every single night because of that aspect. And so I think that keeps people coming back over and over again to see the show.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And same thing in Vegas. And it must have been very well received in Vegas because Celine was there for so long.
We haven't done it in Vegas yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No, but I hope to have a tour, and I hope it goes to Vegas because that's where my family is.
Oh, my God. Oh, I'm sure they'll eat it up. Anywhere it goes. If you ever go to Boston, you got to let me know, too, because all my family's there. I'll drive to Boston and take them.
I'll come down. I'll fly down and meet you there.
Yes. Oh, my God. Well, a lot of my cousins come to visit me in the summer anyway, so we'll have to go see you then in New York. So, okay. So, and this
is Stephen Oremus, such a wonderful support for me. He's been very kind throughout the whole process. He's like the #1 music supervisor in New York. He has done Wicked and Avenue Q. He's in London right now, putting on I think it's the 20th anniversary of Avenue Q in the West End. And you know, he did the Wicked movie, and he's brilliant and has been so supportive of me, and I really appreciate that.
Oh my God, honey, how wonderful! That's just great. Oh
Mr.
wow,
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Andrew Lloyd. When I saw this, I was like, wait, that can't be. It can't. Oh my God, did he see the show?
He came to the very first version of the show at the Asylum. So the Asylum was a small basement club, comedy club.
I know
So
exactly where it is.
yeah, it's gone now. They tore it down and put up.
Yeah, but I know that Christides and I know that stage.
Yeah. And so Andrew, I mean, the seats in there was like around 100 seats. And Andrew, as soon as the show ended, made a beeline to me and just shook my hand and said, "Congratulations, you have really beautiful, fantastic arrangements." And I was freaking out. I said, "Can I please take a picture with you?"
Wow.
It's very
And
kind.
he just came on his own, or did you invite him?
I don't know how he got there. I don't know if the production invited him or if he heard about it, but it was probably like 5 months into the run. And I was stunned to see him, and he was so kind.
How wonderful is that? I love that story. I mean, you know, he's beyond a legend, right? But when you find someone that is not just talented, but has been at this for so long and has that mentor kind of quality, that's a really special person.
Yeah.
It's a very special person. That's a great story, Nick. I love that. Okay, what else do we have? Is that the last one, Leo? Might be. And this is in London?
That's in London, yes. And I'm going to go there in 2 weeks just to check in on the production.
Oh, it's still running then in
It's
London.
still running. We extended through August, and it's going very well. I can't wait to see it again there.
Well, I have many friends in London, so I'll have to send all of this. I send the show everywhere afterwards, but I'll send it to them as well.
Please.
This is amazing. And what do we got here?
That's the first time we were in the New York Times, me and my collaborators, and that was at a magical time because that was around the time that we were going on Seth Meyers and performing on television. I mean, this whole journey has been so wild and crazy. I always thought that I would have a show that would go to New York. I just always said that since I was in my 20s. And I always said that my work would always take me around the world because I never really got to travel much in my 20s. But now since the show is open, it's taken me to Brazil, London, Paris, Canada, and I'm having the time of my life traveling. It's really lovely.
So how did the Canadians receive it since Celine is French Canadian?
They took a video archive for the government of our show, and it was so well received. It was in Montreal and Toronto, and actually it was so successful. We're remounting the show in June. It's going to start in Montreal and then move to Quebec, and I really hope that we can get Celine to see the show.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? What are you going to do, Nick? What are you going to do? Are you going to faint?
I would probably
faint.
get weak at the knees. Yeah, I think I would get weak at the knees and not be able to speak.
Oh my God, she's going to love it.
I think she would love it. A lot of her team has come, her doctor, her backup singers and dancers, her
Really?
manager. I mean, like everyone's seen it and we have their support and we're in touch with them to make sure that we're doing this the right way because we don't want to step on her toes, you know?
Yeah.
It's amazing. That's me and my mom and dad at the opening on
They
Sunday.
are so amazing. Your parents are so sweet and just they have this great energy and look at this. Okay, so this is you and your parents, right?
And that's my best friend Lindsay. You know Lindsay. She comes and sings sometimes at the bar.
She's so nice and she's so talented.
She is one of my favorite voices of all time. Her belts, "Oh Darling" is a song I love that she sings.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what do we?
That's on the blue carpet. That's me furiously going through interviews and not knowing what I was saying.
Yeah, but you know what? That's almost better. It's almost better if you're just like stream of consciousness, talking and answering questions honestly. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You can't prepare for that stuff. I mean, you have the knowledge. It's your show. You know, you're one of the people that is the originator. So it's just amazing. So Nick, of all these things, so you guys all sat together and said, we want to do something that's going to cheer people up. And then did you divide the duties? Did you say, okay, well, I'm good at this and you're good at that? Is that how you worked it out?
with the four of us. And so this was an idea that happened a year prior to writing it. The concept came on like a drunken night. Connie was out with drinking lots of wine, and he said, I got it. Like it'll be Titanic, but Celine Dion.
Oh my
And
God.
we sat on it for a while. What I want people to understand about the show that I don't think anyone is talking about is that this is a very specific style of East Hollywood humor that was coming out of the late 2010s, because the four of us met doing dinner theater, doing these like Hollywood musicals where like there was a Rockwell table and stage where they would write parody musicals like Devil Wears Prada and like Jurassic Park and that kind of thing. And at the same time, there was a show called For the Record. Have you heard of For the Record?
No.
It's still happening in places, but I feel like at that like 2015 around then, it was the hottest show in LA. We would take a movie director like Baz Luhrmann and perform several of their movies on stage as a mashup using the soundtracks from the films.
Wow.
And Chris Bratton is one of the men who created that. He's the man who hired me on my first gig in LA, was this For the Record show. And through that, I met everybody in Hollywood. I got to work with Rumor Willis and Evan Rachel Wood and all these amazing people. And so the four of us, me and my collaborators, met doing these shows. And so,
okay. So it's not like, that's another thing I was going to say. Were you all friends from school? Like, I just assumed that you all went to school together.
we all four of us were doing stuff in New York and then came out to LA around the same time and met doing this. And we took the idea to the venue we were working at, and they were like not into it. They were like, that'll never work.
Really? It takes a lot of guts to like just believe in something like that. That's so, because it's wild. It's not like your average, like kind of like, okay, this is a book show, we're going to write music for it, or, you know, an adaptation. This is like nothing I've ever seen.
I love that.
You know? Yeah, no, I mean, it's the truth. That's why I think I loved it so much, because I was like almost giddy watching it, because it was like, it kept surprising me. You know, I was like, oh my God, you know, like, and I don't want to give any of it away. That's why I'm not talking about specifics, because I think people should go, you have to go see this, folks. There's no other way to explain it to you unless you have to experience it. And it's hysterical. You will walk out of there so happy. And who doesn't love Celine songs, but also who doesn't love Titanic? So it's like, and it's hysterical.
It's the perfect marriage of those two things. And I think one of my favorite things is watching from the stage, because the orchestra is on the stage. You get to watch the audience and be a part of the show too. We act a bit in the show as well. But sitting and conducting the show from the piano and watching the audience, just in the first like 90 seconds of the show, there are jaws on the floor and they're like, what the hell is this?
Right.
And I love that response. And by the end, I mean, you kind of have to get in right at the beginning. It's so outrageous that if you don't, then like, what are you doing there? You know?
Yeah.
And by the end, people are just are raving about it.
Yeah. You have to just go in there with an open mind and say, I'm just going to spend a couple hours here. Yeah. And you end up laughing your head off. And also you get up, you're singing along, you're clapping, you can't help yourself. It's an experience. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah, I love that.
And did your parents love it?
Yeah, my parents knew what was happening with us writing the show, and I don't think they ever thought it was gonna go anywhere. And then when they saw it off Broadway the first night, they were just like, holy shit, this is like really something. My dad was crying at the show. It was fabulous. And then, they came and saw the Broadway premiere on Sunday, and it was really special. It was the best trip I've ever had with my parents. And I wanted to get back to your question about how we created it, because it happened.
Please.
It happened really fast. We cranked the show out in a month and a half. And so the way it just kind of wrote itself, because we were so excited every time we met. So the four of us sat down on day one, and we just kind of sketched out the bones of the show, which songs would go where, and kind of what scenes we wanted to accent and what the characters were going to be like. And then we kind of met. It was slow at first. It was kind of like once or twice a week. and we would all bring our ideas in and just start hashing through everyone's ideas. The first thing I brought into the writer's room was the arrangement of taking chances, which is at the beginning of the show when everyone's getting on the ship. What do you say to taking chances? And it has a very specific Titanic sound to it that set the tone for the entire sound of the show. It's pop, but it's musical theater, and it's very impressive and exciting the way how fast and hard hitting it is. And so we kind of met a lot, and the sessions kept getting quicker and quicker. And we brought our good friend Alex Ellis in. Alex Ellis is the original Rose and helped us develop this show. Her spirit is still in the show today across the world because she's so wackadoodle. And I don't want to give anything away, but the Rose is like kind of does sharp twist into wackadoodle and then back to this like picturesque or cinematic like vibe.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and then we towards the end of the writing process we broke off into pairs. Ty, the director, and I would go to my apartment and just drink wine and just sketch things out for hours. We'd send it off to Merla and Connie, and they would color it in with their coloring pencils, their comedy, and it just it really is an amalgamation of the four of us. The show would not be the same without any one of us not being in it, and because we're all queer and stupid, ridiculous people, I think with good taste that it
absolutely well in that sense of comedy, like what you mean by stupid, ridiculous is that you're just like just throw caution to the wind, like whatever, you're taking risks. You have to be like wacky like that. I get that completely. You have to be wacky to write stuff like this, but in the best way. But then there's like the harnessing it in. It's like catching electricity and making it work.
Yeah. I think the initial ideas were quite the game of like yes and zip zap zop. But then I think because we all have this New York theater experience, we were all really good at editing it down and making sure it was quick paced and highly entertaining.
I love it. All right, we're gonna take a quick break because I always cook on the show, so I make sure that I cook something for the show. And Nick, I wore the grab 'em by the meatballs shirt for you because I know you love my meatballs.
Oh my God, Maria's meatballs! It's the best food in the entire world.
And I love that you love my meatballs. That makes me so happy. So so anyway, I wore my grab 'em by the meatball shirt, and I'm making you meatballs for this Saturday. You're working with us, right?
Yes, thank you. Listen, 2 weeks ago, I ate meatballs for 4 days in a row.
Well, you bought two orders, yeah.
I know.
I love that. Leo, how are you? Oh, so this section of the show is called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. So you have to do it with us. So on count of 3, 1, 2, 3, get ahead. Keep eating. All right, so that's what we do here. We just keep eating. Keep eating. That's it. So what did I make tonight? Some nights I'm like, what's going to happen? What do I have in my fridge and what do I want to make? So I had some delicious chicken, and I had to write it down because I put a lot of ingredients in my food. And if I don't write it down, I'll never remember it. Okay. So this is barbecue chicken. So I cooked some chicken, threw some barbecue sauce on it and crisped it up. And then I threw Italian from Italy, little baby cherry peppers. So they're really hot, like incredibly hot. So just put 2 in there. That's all it needed. And a little bit of hot oil. And garlic, Vidalia onions. Because you're Greek, I used a Greek thyme honey. So it's a honey from Greece that is thyme flavor. And then I put a little corn, some peas, and I put that over long grain rice. So it's kind of like I had to put the Greek thing in there. I had to get that in there. That's why I text you. I was like, you're Greek. And what else? And then for my salad, I love salad. That's why I'm not 3,000 pounds, because I eat a lot of salad. Otherwise I would be, because I eat a lot of food. This is kale. Let me see. Kale, red cabbage. These cucumbers are called hothouse cucumbers. And they kind of have ridges on them, and they're like English cucumbers, but they're a little bit different. Red onion, and then again with the Greek, because I couldn't remember the other thing you were. Greek Kalamata olives. And I'm going to use an extra virgin olive oil, a Tuscan herb extra virgin olive oil for the Mediterranean vibe, and a Sicilian lemon balsamic vinegar. That's going to be a delicious Mediterranean salad. And then for our dessert, because it is spring, I know, because it is spring, lemon flour cookies from Trader Joe's. How can you go
Oh,
wrong?
yeah.
You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. So that's it. That's our go ahead, keep eating meal.
Maria, you need some feta cheese in your salad
I know.
and some halloumi cheese.
What's
with your chicken.
halloumi cheese? I don't even know what
Halloumi
that
cheese
is.
is a fried cheese. It's a when I performed in Cyprus, that's when it was introduced.
Really?
And it's a thick cheese, and you fry it on both sides, and then like it gets crispy on the outside, but melty on the inside. It's
that
got a
sounds
nice
delicious.
salty.
Halloumi
it's so
cheese.
good.
I have to look it up.
Great for keto.
I know. I know. I'm always on the keto, Nick. I'm
I
not
know.
on it right now, but I'll probably be on it soon. You know, when bikini season comes around, you got to go on the keto. What else are you going to do? So let me see. Let me check in with our guests. Hi from sunny Boston, says Timothy. My cousin Rena says, I've been here. I saw.
Oh, she saw the pasta video. Ooh,
Oh, she saw the pasta video. Oh, my God. Sudi Rick Caradas, he's an LA guy. And he's also a Mediterranean dude. Yes, you are, Rick. And Rick is also a comedian and a songwriter and a screenwriter. So you guys might run into each other at some point. And he's an LA guy. So, but anyway, Nick, when you were growing up, you must have been someone that, well, you said you learned to play the piano pretty young, right?
My parents said, "What do you want for your 7th birthday?" I said, "Piano lessons."
Really? That young, you knew?
I don't know why I said that. Yeah.
I love that. And was it something you took to right away? Was it something that you loved immediately?
I think it happened really fast. I think like the first 4 or 5 months, my piano teacher said, I can't teach him anymore. Like he's learned everything I could teach him, find someone else.
Wow.
Because I would sit at the piano for like 7 hours a day and just play scales and shit,
Oh, so you were one of those kids.
I don't know why. I have no reason for it. I just did it.
Yeah, you do. You know why? You just had an opening. That's why.
You know what? I think because I work with kids. I've worked with kids for over 30 years, and Leo does as well.
Mm-hmm.
There are just some kids that love what they love, and they just click into it, and that's it. There is no rhyme or reason. You just love, like my niece has always been an artist, a visual artist. Now she's in her 30s, always. And that's what she loves. Like, and to this day, like she could do it, and so it's, I love that you found that and that your parents were open to that, and then you went to school in Boston at the conservatory, right? Oh no, Berkeley. And you taught at the conservatory. What did you teach at the conservatory?
Well, so I would music direct productions, and I would also accompany concerts, recitals, and voice lessons. Like one of the best things that ever happened to me was being able to play piano for 20 different teachers on faculty there, because in my opinion, those are the greatest voice teachers in the world, is at the Boston Conservatory.
I agree.
Yeah. So I got to pick up what they were teaching and apply it to my own voice. I'm a singer. I like singing more than anything, more than playing the piano, actually.
Well, you're a great singer.
Thank you.
You are, and your energy is incredible. Nick, you're going to be at Brandy's this Saturday, right?
I'll be there this Saturday. I'll be at Duplex on Monday. I think I have one more Brandy's after that, I hope.
Yeah, I think so too. But folks, if you're around, well, I have friends coming in from Boston.
Amazing.
That you are going to love because they're both musical and amazing. And they've worked in the Boston area for a while. And so they're very excited that they're going to get to meet you because I'm sure you have friends that are the same and all that. So you'll be there this Saturday. You'll be at the Duplex Monday. Mm-hmm. And are you going to be staying in town for a while because of the show, or are you going to be traveling?
So I've been here like a month and a half. I'm going to leave on the 30th and go to London and check in with that production. Then I'll be on the West Coast in Vegas and LA for the rest of the month. And then I'll be back in New York early June, and then go to Canada for that premiere. And then I'll be back on the East Coast July for P-Town, and I'll be in New York as well. I'm gonna celebrate my 40th birthday in P-Town.
Oh my God! You know, P-Town's my favorite place on the planet. I grew
It
up.
is mine too, Maria.
Oh my God! When are you going to be in P-Town? I have to write this down.
I'll be there. Let me see. It's like the July. Okay, it's July 3rd through the 11th, and I'm playing at the. I think I'm playing at the Pilgrim House on the 11th.
Yep, Pilgrim House. I'm gonna see if I can get there.
It's either Crown and Anchor or Pilgrim House, but I'll be there.
I know them both. I know them both. When I was not even out of high school, I think I was a senior. My one of my best friends was Mario Cantone. We went to high school together.
Amazing.
And he was like a year ahead of me. So he and his best friend Gene, he took me to Provincetown. He said, you have to see this place. It's like, and in the 80s, being a gay kid was very different than it is now.
Yeah.
And to find other people that were like you was like, you didn't even know what to do with yourself. And I remember like being in awe. So I just followed Mario around, and he was opening for all these other comedians. And guess who was playing at the same club as him and staying at the Pilgrim House? Divine.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Divine.
Wow.
Can you believe it? And here I was, a 17-year-old kid. I had no idea who Divine was.
Wow.
But we were just kind of sitting in the lobby. Well, she was not dressed. She wasn't in drag. She was just sitting there, just this very quiet little man,
Huh.
And then I got to see her on stage, and I was like, what? I mean, she was like, I never saw anything like that in my life. Mind blowing. So that was 1980, I believe. 1980. I got to see Divine, and Mario was opening for all these really big stars. So when I think of Provincetown, I've gone there so many times over the years, but it's like my very special place where it was the first place that I could be who I really was.
Yeah.
Without looking over my shoulder.
Wow.
And so I have a fondness for that. And the Pilgrim House, oh my God, and Crown and Anchor. I'm going to really try to get there, Nick, to see your show. Oh, I love it. How fun.
Tell me, like, what else do you love in P-Town? What are some of the places you love the most?
My favorite place to eat is the Lobster Pot. I can't help it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know it's like everybody. And Spiritus Pizza is great. Late at night when you're just walking down the street and everyone's at Spiritus Pizza. There's I think there's some place called the A House.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
That's really cool. The post office I love for like brunch, and then they have shows upstairs. Bubbaloo, I think it's called Bubbaloo. It's like a breakfast / brunchy, lunchy place. I love that.
Yeah.
It's just and you're on the water. You're on the water. And you just like walk down Commercial Street, and you can just feel all that beautiful air. And it's just perfect.
And everyone's so kind. Everyone says hi to you on the street.
Yes.
So it's lovely. And like, this is the thing, is like, everyone's like, Fire Island, Fire Island. I'm like, there's nothing to do there. Like, am I just going to be at an underwear party every night and like a jacuzzi later? Like, no, I want to be like hiking. I want to be grocery shop, or like not grocery shopping, shopping down, seeing art galleries.
Yeah.
Shows.
Oh, and every year that I go there, Nick, you said art galleries, because there's so much amazing art in Provincetown. It's an artist retreat, I buy a piece of artwork every single time I'm there. And it's all stuff that I absolutely love. Yeah, I can't say enough about Provincetown.
Yeah, I love
Can't
that.
say enough about it.
There's the Christmas ornament store.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called, but the whole place, every square inch is covered in ornaments.
Yeah, and the Portuguese bakery is there.
Oh, it's so good.
It's a fishing town. It's on a peninsula. So it's the tip of Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and it's on a peninsula, and it's just so magical. Like, I mean, I know that word is overused, but it really is. It's like, and it's a place where it's got so many ghosts, like you can feel them. You can feel the ghosts of these fishermen that lived there and died there, and they have all these like widows lookouts and all that stuff, and a beautiful theater. The Provincetown Theater is amazing.
It's amazing.
It always shows there. Lots of our friends go there in the summertime. So yeah, check it out. There's so much to do in Provincetown. Nick will be there. He just said from the 3rd to the 11th.
I'll perform on the 11th. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
And then I'll be there for Carnival too, and I think I have one piano bar session that week.
That's really great, honey. That's
Thank
great. So, okay, now I always ask my guests. The show is about creativity. We have all kinds of artists on the show, but the common denominator is that we are all creative.
Yes.
And we inspire other creative people to keep doing what they love. So, and you're just such a good energy person. How, I want you to leave our listeners with words of inspiration on not just the great days, but the hard days. Where do you look on the hard days to keep doing what you're doing?
I think, I know what I like, what I love the most more than anything. And I just have leaned into that so hard, even since I was a 7-year-old boy. I like the stuff that I like, and I don't care if anybody else doesn't like it. And believe me, my whole life, people have made fun of me for my taste in music and whatnot. And I just always kind of did my own thing, and just don't care what other people think is a big thing I would leave people with. And also find what you love to do and lean into it hard. Don't try to do every single thing well, because you're going to come out doing everything mediocre. I think I'm successful now at what I do because I've always leaned into the things that I love the most and just not cared what anybody thinks.
Oh, honey, that's so wonderful. And I love it. And you're not just good at what you do. You're amazing at what you do. And the reason that I love you the most is because of your energy. You're so authentic, and you like your joy for music and your joy for the comedy is so real that you're just sharing it with us. So that I mean, I am your friend and I love performing with you, and I get to the joy of singing with you when you musically direct our piano bars. But I just love your energy is so it's just like this ripple effect of happiness, and people just get to enjoy it with you. So I can't thank you enough.
Maria, you know the reason that
I know, and there he is, and he's
Wait, can I tell you,
yes, please.
That was an afternoon. I was by myself at my best friend Lindsay's apartment. I'm totally naked under that apron. And I was just taking lots of shots for 20 minutes. I was so happy. The calendar turned out great.
It turned out amazing. Yes, I have all the outtakes too, which are great. I still have them, but that you sent me. But I got to tell you, and I know some of my calendar people are going to get upset, but Nicholas Connell is my very favorite calendar person of all time. That's it. That's it. So I love you. I'll see you Saturday. In the meantime, everybody, go and get tickets to Titanic. Now, you may not be in New York. If you're in New York or you're planning a trip or not planning a trip, well, plan it. Plan your trip around Titanic. Get your tickets. You're going to feel so happy. If you happen to be in London, which a lot of our friends are, it's in the West End. If you happen to be in Canada, check out those. Is there a website that has all of your stuff?
TitanicMusical.com.
Okay. Go to TitanicMusical.com and just check it out, because you're just going to feel so happy and joyful. Ruby Rims have joined us. Excuse me, Ruby. That's not very nice. What a flirt. I'd like to see it without the apron. Well, you're going to have to use your imagination. But anyway, Ruby, you would love Titanic.
Ruby.
You would love Titanic. Everybody go see it. And after you go see it, take a picture and send it to us. Send it to us and let me know that you saw it, because I'm going to see it again on Broadway. Saw it off Broadway, but I can't wait to see it on Broadway. And I'm laughing just thinking about it. It's just the best. Nick, I love you so much. I'll see you Saturday. Leo, you know how I'd be lost without Leo Rodriguez. And everybody,
Nick.
like Nick said, keep doing what you love. Don't listen to anybody else. It doesn't matter, because you know what? At the end of the day, those people fall off. Those people fall off. And there you are with your dream and your goals and your joy. So follow your joy. Nick, I love you.
I love you so much, Maria. And Leo, you're amazing. You're on it. You're on your A game. Fast. Love
Leo
it.
is
I
amazing.
try.
And he designs all the calendars. So
Amazing.
yeah, he has to
Yeah,
comb through all those.
I didn't stare at that picture over and over and over again.
No,
I didn't.
you did
Really,
not.
I didn't.
You did not. Anyway,
No, I tried to
thank
lift the
you,
apron up.
Leo. Oh yeah, Leo. I sent him all of them, and that's the one he picked. So he knew.
job,
He
Leo.
knew. Great job. Thank you,
I love
honey.
you so much, Maria. I love,
Oh, I
love,
love
love.
you too, honey, and I can't wait to hear more about it. I'll see you Saturday, and everybody come back and see us every Tuesday from 9 to 10. If you don't see us live, it's okay because we archive the show. Leo sends it to all these all our different podcast platforms. Also, you can catch us on we have a YouTube channel, What's the Story with Maria on YouTube, What's the Story with Maria.com, and
All
just
the
follow
links are
us.
there.
Yeah, follow us on Facebook, all of it, Instagram. We love and appreciate you. Good night, everybody. Nick, I'm so proud.